Hi everybody, welcome back to Taji's World of Books and welcome to a midweek wrap-up. Hey you guys, so this week I have a couple of books that I wanted to just hop on really quick, talk to you about them, tell you what I thought about them. They're different. One of them is different than what I typically read, and the other is right on spot with what I normally read. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first book I want to talk to you about is The Escape Room by Megan Goldin. I wanted to read something spooky for October. This is a thriller. And it's a very, very interesting concept. This is the first time that I've ever read anything by Megan Goldin, and so I really liked her writing style. It was spot on, fast paced, really quick page turner, kept my interest, kept me interested. The narrators were amazing. It was perfect. So this is the story of office politics and the world of finance, and it's told from the point of view of Vincent, Jules, Sylvie, and Sam. Okay, but the way that the chapters, the point of view of each of the chapters, there's the elevator, right? And then there is the chapters that are the point of view of a character named Sarah Hall. So the elevator is the game, the escape room, and that's where Vincent, Jules, Sylvie, and Sam are. And then Sarah Hall, you're getting her whole backstory from past to present of what's going on. So Sarah Hall basically is an only child, and she is she's in a very impoverished situation. She went to school and got her MBA, but for whatever reason, the school of hard knocks and life has just pushed her down and just not allowed her to move forward. She hasn't been able to make use of her MBA. She is caretaking her elderly parents, who are both elderly and have lots of medical bills and need lots of care and lots of treatment. So she is just destitute and she's desperate. She really needs a job. She got her MBA in finance, and she really wants to work in the world of finance. And so she's interviewed at several top firms until she comes across, and many of the places when you're working in finance and on Wall Street, it's riddled with sex, booze, drugs, and just excess, right? Like, it's just crazy making. And many of the places that she's interviewed at are no different, and the guys are assholes and are interested in more than just her work ethic and what she has to bring to the table, until she meets Vincent. And Vincent is very different than that. Vincent really takes her seriously, and he puts her through the rigors of an actual interview and interviews her and decides that she is what he wants, and he brings her on to this top firm, and it is a dream come true until things happen and the story unfolds. And it takes twists and turns, and you get to learn all the cast of characters. You learn about the office politics. You learn about who is backstabbing who is getting along with who is alleging and allying with others. And it almost is like, one of those reality game shows where, like, you're set on a desert island. I forget what Survivor. It's like Survivor. You're set on a desert island. You're trying to figure out what's going to happen and who you're going to be with and who's going to help you and who's not going to help you and who's against you and what is going on. And so at the end, the twists and turns, it is very satisfying. It delivers. Like I said, it's interesting, and it brings a lot of interesting concepts. If you listen to the audiobook, there's an author interview at the end. So it's really interesting, her talking about her writing style and how she came to come about writing this story. And so it was very, very interesting. So I enjoyed it. So I gave it a 3.75. So I think that's a pretty decent rating. I enjoyed it. I liked it. And I have another book by Megan Goldin. I think that's called The Night Swim. So I'm going to check that out next, because this is October and I'm doing all kinds of crazy stuff in October. So that's what I thought about that. So then I got to give credit where credit is due. This duet I heard about, and it is Emma Scott, and it is and I think it's called The Full Tilt, right? It's The Full Tilt duet. And the first book is called Full Tilt, and the second book is called All In. I first heard about this series from Bree from In Love and Words, and she loved this series and talked about it multiple times. And so I said, I've got to check it out. And it's been on my TBR. You probably have seen it. It was like over here on this shelf for a long time. And I just said, you know what? I'm going to pull it off. It's time to read it. And so I pulled it and read it. And I got to tell you guys, this series is amazing. Bree was not kidding. This book will steal your heart. It'll steal your heart and then some and give it back. So you have to read these books back to back. This hangs on a cliffhanger and this wraps it up. This book will destroy you, okay? So have your tissues ready because you are going to be destroyed. I'm just telling you right now. But then you're going to get it back over here, okay? So I'm letting you know that right now. All right, so this is about Casey and Jonah. And Jonah is, oh my God, I just want to eat him up. He is everything and then some. The story starts off with Casey is a musician, and Casey is she's a very talented musician, but she is a hot mess. She is a wreck. She is just binge drinking, partying, sleeping with dudes all over the place. She's just all over the place causing drama. Now, and she's living the rock star lifestyle. And that's cool. Like, rock stars can live that lifestyle until it's detrimental and it gets in the way and it's costing you thousands of dollars because you're destroying green rooms and you're destroying hotel rooms and you're just wreaking havoc on the world and missing shows and just not doing what you need to do. And so until you piss your folks off. But everybody around her is living that same lifestyle too. And so it makes it really easy for her to engage in excess. So she clearly has an addiction to alcohol. Okay, so the book starts off with that she has caused a riot at one of the venues and they have completely destroyed the green room. Her bouncer and security guard gets her out and throws her into the hired limo and tells the limo driver, get her home, she needs to get home safe. And for whatever reason, you'll read the book, you'll find that Jonah is a limo driver, and for whatever reason, Jonah can't get her home. And so Jonah's like, what am I going to do with this drunk chick? And that has just thrown up all over my limo. What am I going to do with her? Well, it's against all the rules. It's not the right thing to do, but I'm going to do it, and I got to take her home because I got to make sure she's safe. She's got her skirt hiked up. She's like totally in a vulnerable position, but I'm not that kind of dude, so I'm not going to do that. But we need to make sure she's okay. So he's like, I'm going to take her home. And so to make a long story short, also what is known is that Jonah, at the very beginning of the book, and I'm not telling any spoilers because it literally happens in the prologue, 15 months ago, Jonah has undergone a major surgery and a transplant. And he also broke up with, or the girlfriend that he had for 3 years in the midst of this major operation, who was supposed to be there for him during this time, left him. And left him whilst he was on the operating table. Horrible. And so Jonah is living a very regimented life. You don't know why he's living a regimented life, but it's very clear that he's like, I got to keep to the schedule. I got to get to the studio. I'm working on a project. I got to, and in comes Casey, and Casey is just a mess. And so she's going to wreak havoc on this system that he's carefully crafted. And so this is Casey and Jonah's story. And it's about love. It's about loss. It's about regret. It's about hope. It's about future. It's touching. It's touching. So if you've ever experienced loss or love or any of those things, I didn't even think I was going to get, this book touched me in so many ways. And so you have to read it. You have to read it. It's so good. I'm not even going to tell you what this book is about because it spoils what the first book is about. And it is about relationships. Jonah has a brother that he is very close with, and his brother's name is, they call him Theo. I know the name is pronounced Teo, but he is very close with his brother Teo, and Teo is the one who supports him and holds his hand and helps him through that breakup that happened very early on. and it's about a close network of friends that have rallied around them. It's about family. It's about Casey having to confront her family. There's just so much that goes down in this book, in this duet, that is, the story must be told. It is on my top favorites. I have so many top favorites now that I think I'm going to divide them according to, like, this is my top favorite standalone, this is my top favorite duet, this is my top favorite, like, trilogy. But this book, this series, this duet is amazing, and the story is, just when you think it's reached its height and it can't get any better, it goes one step further. And you're just like, really? And after I finished it, and I finished book one, and I messaged Brie and I said, I'm broken. This book has broken me. And she said, okay, have your tissues ready, keep going to the next one. And you plow right in because you're going to get to the next one. And like I said, just when you think that it can't get any better, it can't get any better because it's like the piece de la resistance, then it does. And it goes to the next level. And so I cannot speak enough of this. There's another series that Emma Scott, another duet that Emma Scott wrote that I want to get, that Brie had mentioned as well. So I think I'm gonna go and check that out next month maybe. My TBR for next month is getting pretty ambitious, so we're gonna have to see if I can do it. But like I said, if I haven't recommended, anything, like, I can recommend this. This delivers in so many ways, and it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, it tells a beautiful story, and I absolutely love the ensemble of characters, the cast of characters, everything that goes down in this book. I will reread this time and time again because it's so close to my heart that I cannot tell you, like, go and read it and thank me later, because you really are going to be so in love with these characters and so in love with this book because it is absolutely amazing. So that is a short list of things that I wanted to give you guys today, and I hope that you love them as much as I do. That Full Tilt duet, I can't tell you enough. It's going to be amazing and you're really going to love it. Alright, so you guys know that I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Please click the bell notification so that you know when I upload new video, and click the like button because that helps the YouTube algorithm. And that's all that I have for today, so I will see you in my next video. Bye!